Good morning, trading world. Today is Monday, February 22nd, 2021. About 25 minutes after the open. And I'm going to start off about positions. I had a couple SPY puts left over from Friday that I set exits for and closed perfectly on the predetermined exits that I had set up. We're looking at I had a 395 put on that closed exactly where, or within $20 of exactly where I thought it was going to close. We hit a low this morning, and the determined low that I was looking at, where I set the actual exit for those puts, we're looking at this morning only went $20 lower than that exit. So trying to gauge something from days away, you can't ask for a better exit. So now it's been a while since I did a video. I wanted to comment on some things I see coming. It's basically a warning and things that are to come. And have you seen this movie before? The VIX definitely has seen this movie before, but the problem is this isn't the same movie. So you're looking at right now, I'm going to talk basically and primarily about the SPY, and I'm going to, because the tone is going to be the same throughout the market. Right now, and looking at this 4-hour chart that I have on SPY, you can see we had a nice little trend down. And today we opened up down, and what's coming right now, what I see is a bounce. We're going to have a bounce probably somewhere in the neighborhood around 392 to 394. That's a big area. I may try to do another video as we get closer to the end of the week to kind of see or gauge a little tighter or tighten that range up. But we're going to bounce somewhere up here to 392 to in between 394. And I'm looking for the internals to basically confirm that we've seen that 395.76 is going to be the high for a while. And the internals are going to confirm that whatever indicator you use, whether it's the MACD or an RSI or whatever indicator, I prefer the internals to show the strength of the market. That it's going to confirm that 395 was the high by basically giving us a higher high on the indicator, but not necessarily giving us a higher high on price. That's going to be the validation and confirmation that I'm looking for to let me know that we're about to turn over and we're going to take another ride down. What's set to come is that most people, even though I am a day trader and I look at things on an intraday level, in order to properly map that intraday level, you have to look long term. And the thing that's about to happen, what I see coming, is that even though I will be trading on an intraday level, moves that usually take a week's time to make, they're going to start happening in days. So even though I may look at a weekly chart to pull levels and look at those weekly levels, it usually takes weeks to get there. We're going to start having those moves within the intraday session, which is probably what we're going to see with the speed of this bounce that's beginning right now. We're going to see this bounce happen within days and not weeks. And what's happening is that we're doing a compression. We're building energy up, and that compression is not happening like we normally see compression that happens like this right here. This would be considered a compression. Let me circle this area right here. This area that I'm highlighting right here would be considered a compression, because we got into this range, couldn't break out, came down, up, and we kind of bounced around until we've gathered enough strength to break out. Well, what we're going to see this type of compression just at a bigger level. It'll be clearer to see on a daily or weekly chart is what we're going to see, and that's why those moves are going to happen so fast, because we're compressing on a much bigger scale. And we're going to get a bounce back up here, and in my estimation, we're going to break through the lows instead of breaking through the highs at some point. And right now, with this volatility, the VIX is acting like it has seen this before. But the problem is that seeing this before, the speed in which this is coming, the VIX is going to be a little behind, because the VIX is going to drop out once we get up here, and probably if we get down below 21 or 20, around that area, I'll probably be a buyer of calls on the VIX, or at least some call spreads. But because it's seen this act before and it's thinking that we're just compressing to go higher, VIX is going to be kind of late to the party, and it's going to calm down and kind of compress itself around here, and then it's going to jump up again above 30, and we're going to do the same thing until we knock out the previous high on the VIX, until we get somewhere 40 or 50 on the VIX. But by that time, we're going to have one of those major 5% down days where the market is going to stop, or 7%. I think that's the breaker, and that's when the VIX is going to be super high. But no matter what product you're looking at, this is basically going to be the same thing going on all over the market. So I'm not going to waste time talking about individual products. I'm just going to use this as a proxy for the entire market. So this is what I see coming. So we're going to get this bounce up in here and continue to go up and down, and even today I probably won't act until I see internals get into a certain level. Um, my mind frame was to try to buy the bounce, but I wasn't fast enough because everything happened right at the opening. So I had that position put on or programmed in to happen automatically. So I was able to get out, and I wasn't fast enough to flip and go long to capture this bounce. So I may try to get in on the bounce, but I'm not too I'm not too excited about holding on to any long or long position call wise or stock wise overnight right now, because things can flip very fast. So I'd rather kind of just hold my executions to just primarily, I would say 75% of everything that I'm going to do is going to be short. So like I said, I wasn't fast enough to flip long on this bounce. I probably do have time today because we're probably going to see another downdraft, and we're going to revisit somewhere down here on the shadow of this opening. But to me, it doesn't really make a difference. I would rather be on the short side. I'd rather just wait, whether it's a couple days until we get to this 392 394 area to start building bigger short positions. So everything is going to take a step back, whether it's the SPY, whether it's the QQQs, the IWM. All of these I have positions in right now. I'm waiting on some gamma irons to reach profitability. Everything is going to take a step back. And even I have a little bit invested in Bitcoin. Bitcoin will probably see a pullback here soon as well, if not already happening today, because Bitcoin to me is the new gold. People are using it as a hedge for the market. It's starting to act as such, where when you see the market going down, Bitcoin is up. When you see the market up, Bitcoin is going sideways to down. So it definitely is the new, to me, the new hedge, or the new goal. I'm going to look closer. I'll probably do some more videos. Definitely looking to get short in the Qs and IWM, especially once these gamma irons come off. I'll definitely be looking to get short pretty much every index product. I'm not even going to waste my time with individual products. I'm mainly going to be 80% invested through the indexes. So that's the video that I wanted to show today, just to kind of show how things are headed and what I see in my eyes. So consider this a warning. So when you see these moves happening within a day, and oh, we're bouncing and everything is okay, no, it's not okay. This is the beginning of a scary movie, where things are gonna go very, very fast. The bounces are going to go fast, and even the downdrafts are going to go fast. The bounces to the upside are probably going to be faster, and then we're going to spend more time time-wise headed down. So that's this pullback that I'm looking for, anywhere between 10 and 20% of the overall market. And that's my opinion. That's what I see in my charts. And all I can say, even if you see something different right now, the most important thing, as always, know your risk and make sure you have hedges in place to protect you on whatever direction you see. But right now, make sure you have your risk set to where you can afford to lose, so that you don't lose your entire portfolio because you're looking at going one direction. So that's it. Good luck. Wishing you profitable trading. Have a great day.